Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video let's learn about how to work on worksheet views. And we have three types. One is hide and unhide the rows and columns, and another one is freezing pans, and the next one is split pans. So let's see one by one. So for hide and unhide rows and columns we have multiple shortcuts, and we have various kinds of to do that. So first one, if we want to hide a single column, just select the column, right click, and you have the option called hide. To unhide the column, you can select the previous column and the next column and give us unhide. So the column will get unhide. So now if I want to select multiple columns in an Excel sheet, let's say I want to hide this C column, I want to hide this I column, and I want to hide this M column. So all three columns on three different places. So how to hide this? So what we can do, just select the columns by clicking the control click and control click from the mouse. So as you can see, all the three columns are selected. Then right click and give the hide. So as you can see, all the columns has been hidden. So how can we unhide these columns? So what we can do, so if we want to unhide it all in the same time, just select the entire Excel sheet, place your cursor on the top of the column and right click and give the unhide option. As you can see, all the columns has been unhidden. So what if I want the columns like just the C to be unhide? Just select the columns previous and next of the column and click unhide. So as you can see, only C has been unhidden. So similar way we can do it in a row. So how can we do it in row? So how can we do it in a row wise? As usual, I'm selecting one row. So row number 7, 10, and let's say 13. I want to select all three rows at the same time. So for selecting, control plus click the rows, and again control plus click the row and control plus click the row. So once you click on that, right click and give the hide option. As you can see, the rows has been hidden. To get all the rows unhide at the same time, select the Excel sheet and right click and click on unhide. So what if I want only the row number 7 to be unhide? Just select the previous and the next row from the row and select, right click and give unhide. So as you can see, only row number 7 has been unhide. So the long cut way for this is, as you can see on your top, under home tab you have an option called format. Like in the cell group you have an option called format. So once you click on that option, you can see all the options which we are working on the cell. So cell size, row height, auto fit row height, column width, auto fit column width, default fit, hide and unhide. So visibility is hide and unhide. So this is what we are using: hide rows, unhide rows, hide columns, unhide column, and even we can hide the entire sheet as well. So this is the way, this is the long cut way. So for row size and column width, I'll cover it up in the next video. So for this video, we'll check with the visibilities of the Excel sheets. Okay. So this is how we are doing hide and unhide of a single row and a multiple row, and similar way for the columns. So let's see how to freeze the rows. So freezing is one of the permanent technique where it is very helpful if we have a large kind of data. So let's say if I want to freeze just the first row. So what can I do? We have an option called under view. You have freeze spans option. So freeze spans, if we have three options. So second one is freeze top row. Once I click on that, a thin line has been appeared here. So this will says that first row has been freeze. So once you drag it and once you scroll it up, you can see the first row is not moving. From second row it has been moving. So it is helpful to compare the data. Like if the first column is like first name, and while going down we will miss like what was the header name of that particular data. So to compare that, we will use this row selector, like row freeze. So similarly to unfreeze, we have the option unfreeze. So unfreeze, it will works normally. And similar way we can do it in column wise also. So again, view freeze panes. freeze first column. You can see the first column is not moving. So this basically we can use it for attendance purpose. If you have all the students' name on your column on your left, and while you can drag it, you can scroll the days by here and you can mark the attendance. So that is one of the easy way where we can do the attendance marking. So to unfreeze, similarly, we can unfreeze the pans. So this is the type of freezing and unfreezing the rows and columns. So let's say if I want to freeze the three rows and three columns, so how can I do? So now I want to freeze a row number 1, 2 and 3. So and the column A, B and E. So in that case, I'll keep the cursor to freeze the column till E. I'll keep the cursor in the G column. Oh, first let unhide all the columns. So first I want to freeze the columns A, B, C, D and E. Till E I want to freeze the column. So what I will do, I'll keep the cursor on the F column. Now I want to freeze the rows first 1, 2 and 3. So in that case, I'll keep the cursor on the fourth row. And if I select the view freeze pans on the first option, as you can see, keeps row and column visible until the rest of the worksheet scrolls. So once I click on the option, as you can see, the column E, see, column E is till column E it has been freeze, and after after row 3 it has been unfreeze. So this is how we can freeze and unfreeze the row and column separately or at the same time. So to unfreeze, just click on unfreeze. So this is one of the option to do freeze and unfreeze the columns. And we have split pans. So split pans is a temporary option where we can compare the single Excel sheet with the two types of Excel, two ways. So freeze pans and split pans will work on the same way, but freeze pans is a permanent one. Once we save the Excel sheet, freeze pans will be available till until we unfreeze the columns and save the Excel sheet. But split pans is not like that. It is temporary one. So now we'll go on split panes. So let's say if I want to compare the column B with G, so what I can do, I'll keep the cursor next to the B and we go to view and split. As you can see, after B, there was a thin line has been appeared, it will split. So as you can see, we have two horizontal scroll bar where see this is the same Excel sheet. It has been splitted into two. So here also we can compare it in the column wise. Similarly, we can compare this in a column wise. See, we have two Excel sheets. Like single Excel sheet has been splitted into two. To remove this option, just double tap this line so it will go off. So what if I want to compare in the row wise? So if I want to compare the row 5 to with the 15, what can I do? So I'll keep the cursor next to 5 and I'll click on split. So once I click on split, it has been splitted. So we, as you can see, we have two scroll bars, which is two vertical scroll bars. The Excel has been splitted top and bottom. So this is how we are splitting it in the row wise. And to remove this option, just double tap the line. What if I want that to be splitted in 4 Excels, like in a single Excel into 4 Excel? So just keep the cursor on the first column and row and click on split Excel. As you can see, we have two horizontal scroll bars and two vertical scroll bars. That means the single Excel sheet has been splitted into 4 Excel sheet. So this way we can compare the data with whatever wherever we want. So this is how it will work. Split option, to unsplit it, just double tap the line so it will go off, the option will go off. So this is how we have to do splitting and unsplitting the Excel sheet. So in this video we have learned about how to do hide and unhide, how to do freeze pans and how to do split pans. So I think it's a very useful tool where we can compare the data. If you have large amount of data, it is a very useful one. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.